Namaste YouTube, welcome to Enoma. We are going to give our reaction to Epica Sancta Terra and which also features Floor Jansen.
Floor Jansen from the Nightwish, and check out our Nightwish reaction of Ghost live score after this. If you love this reaction, this is the first time single take honest reaction. It's a Patreon request as well as a few other subscribers of ours, new subscribers, because we just reacted to Nightwish a few days ago.
Yes.
For the first time, we loved it, and some of our subscribers thought we would like this too, and we would enjoy reacting to it. So here goes.
Give it up for Floor!
It's like an Arabic infusion.
Yeah, that's what. Their moves are also that. Love it.
Sancta Terra. Wow.
Reminds me of a song I remember right now.
Evanescence.
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yeah.
The Beatles. Oh, those are high notes, huh? Those are some really good sopranos.
I like the way they perform.
Wow, this is like a Yanni performance. Wow, so many musicians.
Whoa!
They both look really beautiful. They have amazing voices. Wow, that was a good note. Really long note. Wow. This is a sight to watch. Privileged are those who were there.
This is like a travel, literally. Not in bad way, but
spectacular lighting, great lighting effects. Wow. This is intense, this is fearless, this is masterly. Symphonic metal at its best. Look at that.
Down there,
The vocals with the guitar in the background, the classical music. This is special.
Wow.
Wow.
Floor Jansen!
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, my Floor. You kick ass. Thank you, and you too. Give it up for Epica! Woohoo!
There you go.
Wow. So
Epica.
this was special. This was just phenomenal. It was sublime. I come from the hotel industry. I have been in the hotel industry in the past and in the kitchen as a chef and a chef trainee. And one of the popular lines in the kitchen industry is too many cooks spoil the broth.
Yeah.
But here you can clearly see that does not apply. Too many cooks do not spoil the broth. Of course, cooks here are the musicians, the vocalist. Wow, it was a phenomenal experience. I have heard Yanni perform many times live. Watched him as well when he came to India at the Taj Mahal. Saw the whole DVD, saw the performance on TV years ago. This kind of reminded me of that. That was an epic show, a once-in-a-lifetime show. Something about this performance of Epica Sancta Terra, the song featuring Floor Jansen, something about this was just extraordinary. It was mind-blowingly awesome. It was just so intense and so, they dug deep. All the musicians, you could hear the bass guitaring so well in the background. You could hear the violins, you could hear the synthesizers, you could hear the background singers, the backup, the vocalist in the orchestra. It was literally like a choir in the church at times, a Vatican church. You're there, St. Peter's, and you're listening to Floor and the other
Epica.
vocalist, Epica. Wow. What are your thoughts, Kirti?
And this was a grand, huge performance. Not only the performances of the musicians, but not the music played by them, but the performance physically that they were doing, the dance that they were doing was phenomenal. It's not possible for a human being to balance both of them. Most singers, pop singers, try to dance while singing, but they aren't actually singing. If it is live, they are lip syncing. Because they can't do both of them together.
Yeah.
They really can't. They just don't know how to manage them both because
Yeah.
they get out of breath. But these two
Were
women,
in sync.
literally, they sounded same. Who was singing, when they were singing, it was so amazing to put them together. I'm not sure if they have come out again together and put out performances of theirs, because they are a very, very good pair.
There's
Their
very
body
little,
language,
there's
their
a very little,
comfort.
everything was really in
It was
sync.
just made,
They
made
were
perfect.
comfortable. The whole act, everything about it was comfortable.
The guitar is
Watching
smooth,
it,
their
I've
heads,
not
spinning their
heard,
heads.
I practically heard just 3 songs of symphonic metal in my life. And I have heard a lot of heavy metal and rock. Right from Bryan Adams to Kiss and Rush to Scorpions. I have heard plenty of bands. I've been to 40 odd shows, rock shows in my life. There's something about it that makes you feel good. When they both perform, they just make you feel good. And I must make an important point here. You talked about the sync, about the comfort level, and about how they, their voices are just phenomenal.
They are.
To hit those high notes, to stretch notes, it's not easy to make it sound so smooth and flawless. It is just impeccable, especially on Floor Jansen's part. It was just impeccable, those notes. And I love the infusion of the Mediterranean Arabic music
The
right at the
start,
start.
yeah.
The first verse or
And
two.
also the groups were the
And
same.
then it just moved into more Western classical,
Yeah.
infused with that heavy metal and the wonderful, wonderful voices of all these singers who were part of this
Yeah,
competition.
yeah.
It was not just 2 singers, it was probably 20. So this was a Yanni-like performance for me. It's an elite league of performances. I remember the performance of Dream On by Aerosmith. Long time ago, I got a gift of a DVD of Aerosmith performing live somewhere. I think it was Boston, years ago. And they performed one of their biggest hits, Dream On. And the way they performed that, I would put this one in the league of Aerosmith's Dream On performance, live performance. I don't remember the exact tour, but it was earlier on in their career, maybe a few years after Dream On was released. And it was an epic performance. I think they won a whole lot of awards, a lot of accolades after that song. This somehow reminded me of that. And as you correctly mentioned, both of the vocalists and the whole vibe of the song reminded us of Amy Lee of
It
Evanescence.
started and I knew I have heard similar songs.
So these girls, this band, this is an elite league of musicians, and I'm really shocked that I haven't heard them before today. So thanks for the Patreon request. If you want to make us do a reaction, or you would like us to react to something that you think we would be good at reacting to or listening to, analyzing as counselors, as soft skills trainers, as music lovers, head on to our Patreon and demand a reaction, request a reaction.
Yes.
The link is in the description below. Thanks for this request. Thanks for your support and love. Thanks for your awesome insight into these musicians, these acts, these performances. Every little piece of trivia helps us live better lives.
Yeah.
For other reactors, it may just help them do a better reaction. In our case, as counselors and human beings, it helps us live a better life. So every single comment of yours that connects with this reaction, your thoughts on the music, your thoughts on our input, really matters to us. And we really appreciate the love and goodwill. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching.